Hi there, wig lover. This is Heather from CysterWigs.com, and today I'm bringing you another of my ongoing series of reviews of wigs that have ombre dye patterns. This is another wig from Estetica Designs, and this one is called Blake, and it's a very pretty layered sort of shaggy bob. Emphasis on the shag, has lots of shag-like layers all throughout, and a little flip inwards in the back that's very characteristic of that style. All I've done to make this wig look like this is just kind of fluff it up with my hands a little bit to kind of bring out those layers, but I haven't, really brushed it, I haven't washed it, and I haven't put any products in it. So this is fairly au naturel with just a little bit of fluffing right as I was about to record. So very, very cute style in a very pretty ombre shade. This is one of their more dramatic ombre shades. The color on this is called ROM6240RT4. And what that means is that there's a lot of natural light coming in. So if it seems a little darker on this side and lighter on this side, I wanted to take advantage of the natural light while I could, so that's directly coming in through my window. So you'll get a look at the color in both lighting schemes, hopefully. What that means is that this is a rooted shade with a dark brown root. That's what that 4 means. R is what Estetica starts all of their color names with, and it's kind of arbitrary. The OM means it's ombre. The 6 is what the base shade is up here at the top, which is like kind of like a medium brown. And that medium brown very quickly goes from a medium brown with, light golden blonde highlights to that light golden blonde with a very nice kind of very light butterscotch blonde finish at the ends. Very, very pretty. It's very light, as you can tell from the natural lighting side, and you can definitely pick up on some of that butterscotch element. It's not quite a strawberry, it's not quite a golden blonde, it's a little bit of both. So it's a very pretty, warm, but not quite brassy blonde at the end. Very pretty, very dramatic. I love the roots on this. It does have a lace front, so look at that. And the roots just play into that very, very nicely. You get pretty decent coverage here on the side. That's actually my bio hair. I have a very wide face, but because my bio hair is roughly the same color as the rooting, even though it's kind of stubby over here because it's just starting to grow back, then heck, it blends pretty well. Very, very pretty. Here's this side. I'll stop fussing with it long enough so you can take a look. And for any light colored wig in the future, I'm going to pull down my backdrop and just use this black roll down canvas. So you can get a really good look at it, especially in instances like this where there's some permatease in the cap. I want you to see all those flyaways so that you have realistic expectations of what you're going to get when you purchase a wig with permatease. A wig with permatease is going to have some flyaways. It's going to have some little kinky hairs up near the crown usually. And usually it's pretty easy to tame that. You can tame it by just soaking it in cold water overnight. You can use leave-in conditioner that tends to weigh the hair down a little bit. You can just wear it for a little while because permatease does settle over time. Just ask anybody who's a fan of Noriko wigs. They pretty much universally bemoan the fact that they lose their poof after about a month. So that's, some people really like permatease and other people don't. But just make sure you know what to expect when you order a wig that's got some. It's going to have some flyaways, but they're easy to take care of. So that PSA was brought to you by me. And then, so here is, that was so dramatic of me, I'm sorry. I'm a dork. So here is the back. It's very, very pretty. And like I said, it has a lot of these little flippy layers that just kind of want to go like that. Very, very cute. Very nice movement. These Estetica fibers tend to be very realistic feeling. They're silky, but not super slick feeling, and they're definitely not shiny. As you can see, there's a lot of light shining on this wig right now. Epic amounts of light. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 studio lights on it, and the light coming in from my window is Georgia sunshine. So this wig should be a lot shinier, but it's not because it's actually made of Estetica's relatively dry fiber blend. So very, very nice. And this is a very realistic representation that you're getting on this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this wig off so you can see what the cap looks like. So here we go. Like I said earlier, this has a relatively generous lace front. The lace front actually goes from about here to about here. So very, very nice lace front. Almost as good as having a monotop, almost. So you can part that basically in any direction you want. It does have permatease here underneath all this lace. That's not uncommon in open cap wigs. That's actually very common. Very stretchy here in the back. It is adjustable kind of like in the way a bra is. This is part of Estetica's Naturel collection of wigs, as you can see there. They tend to have really natural looking fibers, and they're very, very pretty. Some of my favorite wigs come from this collection. So let me get you really up close and personal with this dye pattern, since that's really the reason why I ordered this wig to show off. So there's that dark root, and you can see a very manageable amount of permatease. It's definitely not, you know, anything too terrible. You know, a couple flyaways, but those will be easy to tame. And see how it starts off with kind of like this blended shade that's got the brown underneath, and it has that blonde on top. And then the further down you go, the more that brown fades away, and you end up with this really gorgeous buttery blonde color. Very, very pretty color. And look at all the layering here in the back. Just really, really nice. It has a very, very manageable bang. The bang on here is 6.5 inches long. So when I put it back on, you'll see it comes down to about here. It can be swept off to the side really, really easily. And lots of these little fringy face framing layers. So I'm going to go ahead and put this wig back on so you can see. Oh, before I do, let me show you the underside and an up close at that blonde color, so you can get a look at all those highlights. So it's definitely not a solid color, that blonde. And of course this is the root from the wefting below it. But as you can see, the tips here are a very beautiful kind of buttery blonde color that's made up of several blonde shades. So I really like Estetica's ombre colors. Their ombre colors tend to be really dramatic compared to brands like John Renault. John Renault's ombre colors to me are very pretty, but they're not very dramatic, whereas these Estetica ombre colors, they really went out of their way to make sure they were as dramatic as possible. Let me push this forward a little bit. Very, very cute little shaggy layered bob. So this has been Blake by Estetica Designs with a really pretty lace front in the very beautiful color ROM6240RT4, which is a dark brown rooted kind of ombre transitional shade that has a blend of brown and blonde that turns into a beautiful light butterscotch blonde at the bottom. So thank you for watching, and if you have any questions or comments, just go ahead and leave them in the comment section here of this video. Thanks, bye-bye.